Hey, what is going on, guys? T.Sports15 here, and today we have the next round of the playoffs. So we have round 2 of the Eastern Conference playoffs, I guess. So you can see the 4 matchups there. Read them off in the last episode. So there we go. Those are the 4 matchups. In the Eastern Conference, every series was an upset except for ours. So we have the 1, 7, 5, and 6 seeds left in the Eastern Conference, and then there was 2 upsets and 2 actual beats in the Western Conference. So lots of upsets so far in these playoffs. So we are headed on to take on the Florida Panthers here in the round 2 of the playoffs. So we'll check out the stats. So in points category, we were obviously the number 1 team in points, so we won the President's Trophy this year. So we'll check out where the Florida Panthers lie. They were the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference, and they ended up with 92 points, only 1 more point than Washington Capitals, who we faced in the last round of the playoffs. So that makes them have 14 more points than them. So in that category, we beat them by quite a bit. Goals for per game, we were second in the NHL with a 3.05 goals for per game, and Florida was right there in 5th place with a 2.89 goals for per game. Now, goals against per game, we were number 1 with a 2.20, and Florida Panthers, they were, I think they were way down here. Yeah, they were way down here in 19th place with a 2.79 goals against per game. So they have a pretty good offense according to these stats, but not such a good defense. And then power play, we were number 1 with a 21.9% power play, and they were right there on our tails with a 20.3% power play. Now, penalty kill, probably will tell the same tale. We were in 6th with a 84.9% penalty kill, and then the Florida Panthers were way down here in 25th with an 80.3 penalty kill percentage. So on the offensive side of the puck, they are a very good team. They're right there with us, but on the defensive side, they are not even close. These guys are way behind us on the defensive side of the ball. So if you guys forget our lines, we got Huberdeau, Drouin, and Kessel on the first. On the second, we have Scheifele, JVR, and Ho-Sang. Third line is Grigorenko, Zarkov, and Galchenyuk. And then the fourth line is Vitlama, Steve Downey, and Verone. The defensive side of the puck, we have Morgan Riley and Dion Phaneuf as our top 2. Top 4 is Jake Gardiner and Pulock, and then our bottom 6 are Dougie Hamilton and Stuart Percy. In net, doing the goaltending, we have Jack Campbell and Jonas Hiller, an elite goalie and a backup goalie. So all around the puck, we have a very good team. So we're going to go check out the Florida Panthers, see what they have to offer. I'm expecting them to have a pretty good offense. So here's their first line: Fleischman, Trocheck, and Bodker. Their first line isn't that good. We have a much better first line, that is, than them. Second line is Tyler Ennis, Peter Mueller, and Christopher Stieg. Our second line is a lot better than theirs as well. Third line is Donskey, Mathis, and Kenny Ryan, I believe that is. Our third line is a lot better than theirs because we have that one standout player in Zarkov. And then fourth line, they have Wilson, Connolly, and McFarland. And our fourth line is a lot better than theirs as well. So we have them covered all around the puck on offense. The stats said that they have a little bit better of an offense, well, a closer offense to us, but their offense doesn't look that good according to attributes. Defensively, they have Vladitenko and Petrovic on the top 2. Our top 2 is a lot better than theirs, but that's a pretty solid top 2. Second pairing is Klunchov and Ellerby. Our second pairing is a lot better than theirs, and they have a 67 overall in their third pairing, Thrower and Goodbranson. So our third pairing is a lot better than theirs as well. So defensively and offensively, we have a much better team than them. And in net, they have Jacob Markstrom and James Reimer, who we traded to them. And in net, we have a lot better than them as well. So these guys, they looked like they were a close team to us. They were better than Washington, but their team doesn't look that good. So hopefully we can beat these guys in the same fashion as we did to the Washington Capitals. So we're going to head to Game 1 in Toronto. We'll see what's going on here. So 6 times sim speed, and we'll get right to the action. So power play goal right there by Scheifele to start us off in this series. Another goal there for James Van Riemsdyk, and another power play there, another goal. and Brian Pulak makes it 3-0 there, and we're headed to the second period with a 3-goal lead. So pretty solid first period to start off this series. Put a statement there. Klukiov, I guess I'll call him Klukiov. Kulikov. Okay, I know who Kulikov is. I just didn't really read that name. I promise you guys I know who Kulikov is. I probably look like an idiot. I just thought that was like a random generated name, and I just got signed on the PlayStation Network. Good thing I'm playing on offline games. So we're winning, and there we go. End of the third period. We win this game 4-1. Both teams got shut out in the third period. We had 36 shots. They had 31, and we put a pretty big statement there, and we win this game 4-1. And I feel pretty stupid for pronouncing that name Kukliov when it's obviously Kulikov. It's pretty late. It's like 2 a.m. I'm trying to get these videos done because I'm going to Cincinnati for a baseball tournament. These are all going to be schedule uploaded. So Jack Campbell gets the first star, Mark Scheifele gets the second, and Phil Kessel gets the third. So those were your 3 stars, and we're staying in Toronto for Game 2. Hopefully we can win this game as well, hold our home ice advantage, head to Florida where we only need to win 1 of 2 there to keep advantage in the series. So here we go. I feel like doing quick sim period. So here we go. First period, and Bodker scored for them on a backhand from really close. So that is it for the first period. We only had 5 shots in that period. So second period, there we go. We tied it up. Jonathan Drouin scored there. We're still down 7 shots. So we got a goal there. James Reimer's in net for them. And we're headed to the third period where I'm going to do slow sim speed with 6 times sim speed. But Morgan Riley scored there to make it a 1-goal lead for us. That's about halfway through the third period. There we go. Vitalima scores there from the third line, and 5 minutes left, and we should have this game in the bag. There we go. We win it. Grigorenko scores to end it, and that is it for this game. So we win this game 4-1. I think that's the exact same score as the last game. We had 7 less shots than them, but we had 3 more goals. So very interesting game there as we win this one 4-1. So pretty good game. We're headed to Florida after this one for Game 3, and hopefully we can win at least one of 2 there. So Campbell gets the first star, Riley gets the second, and Gardner gets the third. So a pretty good game there. We're headed to Florida for Game 3. Hopefully we can repeat what happened in the first 2 games. And we're really shutting them down and scoring plenty of goals. So here we go. Game 3. We'll get right into the action. We'll quick sim this period. Jack Connolly scores for them to give them the 1-goal lead. So here we go, second period. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Drouin and Zarkov both score for us to give us the 2-1 lead. And we have 34 shots headed into the third period. So we're dominating them in the shots game, almost doubling them up. And 7 minutes left. We have a 1-goal lead. Just got to hold them off. There we go. Huberto gets an empty netter, and that is it for this game. So we win this game 3-1. Another big statement there. We are up 3-0 in this series, and we have a chance to sweep them off in the next game. We had 51 shots. They had 28. So we had 23 more shots than them, almost double what they had. So yeah, very, very good game there. We win that one 3-1, take a 3-0 series lead after that 3-1 victory. So we're really holding them off through 3 games. They only have 3 goals in all 3 games combined, and we have 12-11, I think. Jacob Markstrom gets the first star, Campbell gets the second, and Huberto gets the third. Markstrom got the first star because they stopped 50 pucks, so he had so many shots that game, and he only led in 3. So we're staying in Florida for Game 4. Hopefully we can sweep off these Florida Panthers, and it'll give us some more rest for the next series if we can win it right here in Florida. So here we go. We're going to stay with the same trend, sim the first period. So here we go. First period, 0-0. Shots are pretty much even. They have 8, we have 7. So second period, there we go. JVR scores a goal with a clapper from the slot, and same thing with Phil Kessel. He scores one with a clapper from the slot. So we're headed to the third period. We have 20 shots, they have 15, and we just got to hold them off, and we will be headed to the Eastern Conference Finals with a chance to head to the Stanley Cup Finals. So we had a power play there, 5 minutes in, still nothing happening. There we go, Zarkov. That pretty much ices this series. 10 minutes left. We got a 3-goal lead, and it's looking like we're headed to the Eastern Conference Finals once again. There we go. Huberto scores an empty netter. Well, not an empty netter. They had their goalie in with 5 seconds left, and he scores there with the clapper. So we win this series after winning game 4, 4-0. So we sweep them off 4-0 in this series. We had 32 shots, they had 25 in that game. So very, very convincing series. Hopefully it'll scare off our next opponents, but it's not that impressive because we've beat the 8th seed and the 7th seed so far in these playoffs. Hopefully we'll get a big challenge in the next round of these playoffs. So Campbell gets the first star, Kessel gets the second, and JVR gets the third. So very, very good game there. We'll simulate to the 8th to start off, and we'll see who we play in the next round of the playoffs. So a very, very, very good first 2 rounds of the playoffs, and hopefully we can continue that success into round 3. So that's not far enough. We'll simulate. We'll simulate to the next day, simulate one more day, see who we play. We'll probably have to go to the 11th. Yeah, probably not farther than this. Well, we might have to go a little bit farther. This probably should do it right here. And there we go. So we're taking on the New Jersey Devils in the next round of the playoffs. We'll go check out the playoff tree, see what has happened so far for all the other teams, and we'll check out the playoff tree. So to the playoff tree we go. So in the Western Conference, the Columbus Blue Jackets got upset by the Detroit Red Wings in 5 games. So the matchup in the Western, well, no, not yet. And then Nashville got upset by the Kings in 7 games. So the matchup in the Western Conference is LA against Detroit, a 6th seed against the 7th seed. Lots of upsets in these playoffs so far. So in the Eastern Conference, we swept Florida, and then New Jersey beat the Rangers in 5 games. So it's Toronto against the Devils in that Eastern Conference Finals, the 1st seed against the 5th seed. So very interesting playoffs so far. Hopefully we can beat these Devils and move on to the Stanley Cup Finals to either face the Kings or the Red Wings in the finals. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.